They say that when you plan to fail, you fail to plan. So in this video, we are going to talk about how to plan the first 3 months of your 2019. So if you're ready, then let's get your job application going. Hey there Ninja! Welcome back to my channel. This is Rhea once again, and yes, you are still watching Call Center Ninja. It is already 2019, so I want to greet you a happy new year. I hope you enjoyed your holiday season or your holiday vacation. And now that we are already January 2019, it's time for us to get going and achieve our goals as early as January, right? Before we start with this video, if you haven't subscribed yet, be part of the Ninja community by clicking the red subscribe button down below. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. If you want to be notified, just click or tap the bell button so you won't miss out on any of my videos. So now, we'll move on to the tips. Why does it have to be the first 3 months? Because usually when you apply for a job, you would always want to do it at the start of the year, or at least the first 3 months of the year, because that is the time when you are most excited, when you are most motivated to do something with your life, to do your New Year's resolutions. As they say, new year, new job. And who knows, you might just find the job for you this year. Also, if you are a graduating student, if you're still studying right now and will be graduating this March or April, for example, this is also one of the best times for you to start looking for a job. And if you are eyeing a call center job, then this video is really best for you. So the first thing that you have to do is to have a job application or job hunting mindset. And what that means is that as early as now, actually as early as last year or maybe last December, you should already have this mindset that you are going to apply for a job. So if you want to have a call center job, then as early as today, you have to think that yes, you are going to pursue that job application and that you are going to do it whatever happens. When you have a job hunting mindset, this means that you are ready to go the extra mile to apply for different companies regardless of certain circumstances or situations that you think may hinder you from applying for a job. I actually have a video about some of the factors that you can consider before you start applying for a call center job. Actually, that was my first ever video on my YouTube channel, and I will link it up there or down below so you can check it out so that you can also gauge where you are right now in your current situation. Are you willing to go the extra mile? Are you really willing to apply for this kind of job? So think about those questions and just prepare your mind that yes, you are going to apply. The second thing that you have to do is to evaluate yourself. For some people, they already know who they are. Other people, they may not know yet what they are capable of. So at this point in your life, try to evaluate yourself. What are your skills, your capabilities? What can you do? What are the things that you're good at? What are your weaknesses? What are your areas of improvement? And write those things down. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? Because that is how you will know which part of yourself, which aspect of your life you are going to work on. And this will also help you prepare for your job application. How? For example, you know that you have really good communication skills, especially in English. Then at least in that aspect, you are already good to go. But you also know for yourself that you tend to be very nervous when you are being interviewed or when you are speaking with someone you don't really know. Now, if you don't quite know yourself very well, it is also okay to ask your family, your friends, or those people who you think really know you best. You can ask them, what are the things that I'm good at? What are the things that I struggle with. And when you get some honest answers from those people, you can list down those answers and you can start working on them. So self-awareness is a very important thing when you are starting to apply for a job, and actually in all aspects of your life. Number 3, once you already have your job application mindset and you have already evaluated yourself, you can now start creating your resume. It doesn't have to be grand, it doesn't have to be really overwhelming, especially when you are just starting or you don't have a call center experience just yet. Number 4, goal setting. The logic is simple. When you have a goal in life, you have a direction to follow. So in this case, you have to put your eyes on the prize, which is your goal. You need to write it down because your brain can only remember so much. You will not remember everything. So it's really best to write your goals down. Okay? You can write one goal only for the first 3 months. And if your specific goal, and because you're watching this video, is to get a job, then that is the goal that you need to achieve. On a piece of paper, write down the goal, which is to get hired for a call center job for the first 3 months of 2019. So you see, that is a SMART goal. Specific, you need to get hired. Measurable, you can measure that once you are already hired. Attainable, of course it is attainable as long as you work hard for it. Realistic, it is very realistic. And time bound, because you're setting a deadline to yourself that you should be able to do it in 3 months. And don't pressure yourself too much, just do your best and I'm sure you will get that job. Number 5, now that you already have your goals set, you already have your resume, you have the positive mindset, you can now start researching for possible companies that you think fit your needs. But the thing is, with job hunting, you know, it's really like a box of chocolates. You never really know what you're gonna get, because as soon as you land that first company, you would never really know totally what to expect. So when you research for a certain company that you are targeting to apply for, you have to dig deeper into it. That is, if you really want to be specific with the kind of company that you want to be in. For most people, they just apply to the company that has hiring, or to a company that was referred to them by their friends or their family. Like when I applied for my first ever call center job, I just went to the university's jobs fair and I applied for whatever company that was there. So you can definitely do that if you're not very particular with the type of company you want to apply for, or you can also go the other way, which is to research thoroughly about the company. And what you can do is you can look it up via the internet, of course. You can ask for insider information from people who have already worked in that company or who are still working in that company. That is, I think, the best way for you to get to know the culture of that company. Like when you're specific about how much the salary is, the company culture, the people, the benefits, everything, the process. If I were you though, at this point in time, when I am still, let's just say, starting to look for a call center job, I'd look for a company that has a good reputation based on what people would say, credible people would say. So do not believe right away what you can read from the internet, from Facebook, or from social media. So try to, take your research a little bit further by asking people about the company itself, because you will be working in that company every single day in case you get hired, and of course you would want to stay happy. But in any case that you land in a company that is not so good, or that you think does not really fit your kind of lifestyle, then don't worry too much. You might have already spent time applying for that certain company, but just think that it is also working to your advantage, because at least you have gained the experience on how to go through the interview process, how to go through the application process, and eventually when you feel that you are not a perfect fit for that company, then you can think of what to do next. Number 6, prepare yourself for the job hunting itself. So prepare your outfit, prepare your funds, prepare yourself, prepare to answer call center interview questions. If you haven't had any idea about the questions for call center interviews, I also have a video about that I created last year. It was my second video ever on my YouTube channel, 2-part video. I know that some people have commented that I had a very long introduction that time, but you have to understand that that was only my second video on this YouTube channel. So pardon me if I talked a lot during the first few minutes of the video, but just skip right to the part where I answered the call center interview questions. The good thing is I also have several videos on my job application playlist. You can just check out the home tab of my YouTube channel, and all my videos are arranged in playlists, so you can easily see what you are looking for. As I have also mentioned earlier, prepare your funds or your budget, because job application is not free. You will be spending, and maybe spending more than you ever expected when you are applying for a job. So you have to prepare for that. I will have a separate video about the cost of applying for a new job in the next few weeks. So watch out for that. And lastly, of course, prepare a ton of patience, because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a back and forth process. Lucky you, or if you really are working hard for it, then you might just get hired in just one day. For some people, it might take some time. It might take a while to really get to that company that you really want or need. Last but not the least, number 7, go out and conquer the world, or the universe rather. If you tried to apply and you failed, then don't worry, try harder next time. Remember, you have 3 months. You don't have to apply to one company only. You can try at least 3 just to, start or kickstart your job application process. You get the drift. You have to try a little bit harder, if not harder, next time. Now, even though you don't really need to apply for a new job or call center job during the first 3 months of 2019, it's okay. You can still apply these tips on your next application. Let's just say after your graduation, March or April, or any time of the year, really. Just go for it. And the idea or the gist of this video is really the planning or the goal setting. Like, you plan your days and you plan what you are going to do for the next few months. If you're not like me who likes to plan, well, it's also okay, to each his own. But in my case, planning really works. So that's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching this first ever video of 2019. I hope that you have the best of the year, and I wish you nothing but success, strength, and good health, so that you can continue to do your job and to continue with your career, your journey in life as this year goes by. So again, if you like this video, please like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I have videos every Wednesdays and Fridays. I will do my best to be consistent with that schedule, even though I have been struggling because I have so many things to do during the first few months as well. I have been repairing and renovating, doing a home makeover so that I can have a proper place to make videos where it is not too noisy like there are other being part of